Hey everyone, happy Throwback Thursday, and here with a LEGO Exoforce review for Throwback Thursday. I know since it may have been a long time since I did an Exoforce review, well, here's one random entry, so let's enjoy. And this one's on the River Dragon from 2008, so let's enjoy. So on the front of the box here we have the LEGO Exoforce logo and also the quite nice artwork of Hayato, or in-universe version of Hayato, and some Japanese writing on the side. The picture of the set in action is somewhere in the jungle at the bottom of Sentai Mountain, of course. It says Deep Jungle, which was the name of the wave at the time, and weapon becomes mini robot, and then recommended ages is 7 to 14. Set number 8111 has 112 pieces. And flip to the back side of it. Have the two logos again, and how mention of the mini robot, of course, and also the combiner model of both the River Dragon and the Chameleon Hunter, which I previously reviewed for Throwback Thursday, and the combination model of that. And also instructions available at the LEGO website, which is no longer around, of course. And that's about it with the box here. And now on to the two instruction manuals, which there is about two of in this set, but on the front of which, same picture as on the front of the box and everything, which they oftentimes didn't in a lot of sets until mid-2022, which not sure why they went away from that, but whatever. The first one of which is mention of build it on a table, not on a carpet. On the backside, advertisement of the whole Deep Jungle wave of Exoforce, which I have previously reviewed all of in the past on Throwback Thursdays. And then halfway through the build, of course. And then second manual. On the back, how to win on the online survey. And then ad for LEGO Club, common trend from the time, and a mini promotional poster with some of the sets that there were. And then another big advertisement of all the sets of this Deep Jungle wave. And then the combination model of both this set and the Chameleon Hunter. And then some in-universe artwork of the main characters, which in LEGO Rewind, kind of close to that of Slayers. And then another mention of the mini robot again. And then some of the pieces that come with the set, or all the pieces that come with the set, and the last building steps. And also kind of randomly is this little fold-out insert, which showing don't use this word, use these 3 plates, which was kind of an odd trend and odd thing they did at the time. Not sure why that is, but whatever. First of which is Hayato, who is the one single minifig of this whole set, which kind of like we have with most of the smaller sets of Exoforce. But however, the face printing and hairpiece quite the same as we have in most sets, and also kind of simple for how he is, like with the torso printing, which quite good for the time, and also kind of similar to most of the other minifigs of the line or of the theme, and also not at all the leg printing, which was wasn't very common at the time. And then on the back side, which not at all the back torso printing, and also kind of similar double side face as in most of the sets he came in, and also Exoforce was one of the first themes to use double side faces, of course. And that is about it with Hayato. And now onto the River Dragon itself, which, as you can see, it's kind of cool for how it is like. And of course, the build of which kind of similar to that of some of the other smaller mech sets of the theme, but now with a consistent color scheme of red, white, and darkish gray, of course. And so now, to welcome from the ground up at the feet. Also, like some of the sets of this wave, consisting of just ball socket joint kind of pieces and jagged slopes for the feet, and also to have two different stickers on each one, since obviously throughout the sets they had quite a lot of stickers for that. And then for the leg switch, also quite similar to that of some of the other sets, where there was the Technic bit on top for the bent knee part, and then also the lower part, which is just a few Technic bricks with jumpers on them, and also jagged slopes and white vents. It's to doing so, and also some others near identical stickers like Danger Hot and Power Vent and such. But then as for the arms here, and as you see how the ridge bricks acting as like venting. Oh wait, maybe I should do so on this one. Venting for that, and then also comprised of just more large slopes. And also on top of this one, a little tap piece with a clear blue dish piece, and also these couple little cylinder pieces with propellers on them to fly around the jungle, of course, although kind of hard to turn and hard to do the blowing feature in. Well, maybe since this set's kind of old. And then as for the lower arm, which is just a Technic connector and a hinge, and also a basic rod piece in there, and then going down to these little holders that have a Devastator robot arms as fingers, which we oftentimes see in a lot of mechs today, and also have this mini gun-like build, which did also appear in one other Exoforce set the year prior, which is comprised of a inverted jagged slope and another regular jagged slope, and a couple of bits to be an oversized blaster, of course. And then fits onto the studded rod in there, of course, for to hold it like so. And then as for the other armor, which kind of similar but a little more basic than that, like system antenna piece on top, and then this whole rod part of it, which has this little bit on the end, like this pin that you can take right off, and this is kind of hard. Oops. Or actually, maybe perhaps it's the whole small build is like that. So now, as for the mini robot here, hang on a sec. Oh, I was just a little bit raw. Actually, this whole hinge rod is supposed to go all the way through the body of the mini robot. So now for the mini robot itself, which As you can see, just simple, also kind of basic, almost like the other mini robots of this wave, which also using the like Devastator robot arms to it, and then also some of those, and also those kind of brackets here, but just as acting as the feet and legs, and also these kind of bits up front, and also the wedge plates acting as like additional add-ons to it, and also an old style blaster part on the side, of course. And in terms of standing, it does kind of well, but kind of tends to lean back because of extra things on the front part of it, of course. And then as for the like center cockpit area, the center cockpit part, which as you can see, it is the front canopy, which same kind of piece that we also saw on early Jedi Starflyers and Star Wars, but now with an additional sticker on it that says EXO and to these numbers and such. Not sure what they're for. Then underneath is a couple of yellow cone pieces, and then eyes can like flip right open, and then have a little tan seat kind of area, which enough to like fit Hayato into, and closes over him very well, of course. And that's about it with this set. So now overall, this is which a pretty good smallish set, like for the time of it. Like I say, for the $10 that it was back in 2008, I say quite good for how it is. Whereas for inflation, would nowadays be around like $15 to $20 for that. So obviously, this is kind of a sign of the times where you got something small and quite good for a good cheap price for that. And whereas for Hayato, being as the only single minifig in this set, well, obviously, it would have been nice if there was an extra minifig, maybe of like another Devastator robot or two. Well, but that's just me. Or maybe that would have been a little much. But however, the set of which, but also forgot to point out, there is plenty good articulation throughout the set of which almost in course, even though they may be similar to some of the other smallish sets of Exoforce, but however, this one actually one of the little bit better ones for that. And also, this does also work out as a good parts pack of like red and white and dark gray and such, and also with a couple of sort of ball joint and ball socket joint pieces, including the like earlier ones that were used throughout Generation 1 Bionicle and some others, of course. And oh, what else? Not much, but yeah. And also, and again, plenty of good red pieces, which would, even though kind of a slight callback to like the Grand Titan in the first wave, if at least this was a kind of small alternative to that, of course. And of course, and why have Hayato in this set? I think this was kind of a good cheap way to get him, but yeah. And what else? Not much, but as for the mini robot, I think a couple extra parts to it, like the pincher hand pieces, like the other mini robots of this wave could also kind of did, but yeah. Then oh, what else? Not much, but yeah. And so now, if you still have any good, and so now, if you still have this set from back in the day, well, I hope you had some good memories of it. And for those of you who haven't and are still looking to get this set, I'd say definitely pick it up. eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, Bricks and Minifigs, whatever. And that's it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.